Hello viewers, welcome to my channel, which is Joy's Kitchen. I hope you are all doing very healthy and very good. Today I'm going to show you one of my favorite vegetable. This special vegetable we eat with roti. So this is a roti or chapati special vegetable or bread special vegetable, because you can eat with rice, but this is actually very good with roti or chapati. And this vegetable is really healthy and really yummy at the same time, because some people don't like to eat roti or chapati that much, but this vegetable gonna make you eat roti. And I'm gonna use cabbage and soya chunk to make my vegetable, and it's really perfect for vegetarian people as well. So just stay with me and enjoy the whole process. So in a pan, I already added actually 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. So I don't need too much oil, but you need a little bit oil because soya chunk usually soak all the oil from the vegetable. So just add like around 3 to 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil. So now my oil is super hot, and I'm gonna add around 1 teaspoon of whole cumin seed and 3 to 4 small bay leaf. So cumin seed, whole cumin seed are gonna give really good aroma in my final vegetable curry. So I'm just adding here like around 1 full teaspoon and 3 to 4 bay leaf. And I'm gonna fry it for around like half minute. So now my cumin seed and my bay leaf already spread all the flavor in the oil. So now I'm adding here 1 large onion and few green chilies. So green chili gonna melt in the oil and in the curry, and that gonna give really good flavor as well. And I don't need too much oil because when you're gonna cook something with cabbage, you don't need too much onions. So 1 large onion or medium onion is fine for it. And now I'm gonna cook my onion and chili for at least 2-3 minutes till it's softened. Sorry for the steam because you can't see anything, but it's gonna be clear soon. And I was been cooking my onion and my green chili nearly 2-3 minutes, and it's quite soft now. I'm sorry for the steam. I don't know what's wrong with my onion. It's giving me too much steam. But anyway. So now I'm gonna add in my onion around 2 teaspoon or 2.5 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. So this paste actually I made it together. So there is garlic is a little bit more than ginger. But if you are using this spice separate, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna add 1.5 teaspoon of garlic paste and 1 teaspoon of ginger paste. So half teaspoon, a little bit more garlic than ginger. But I blend it together, so I know my amount. So I'm adding around 2.5 teaspoon of this ginger garlic paste. So now I'm gonna cook these spices for another 1 or 2 minutes. So already my ginger garlic is a little bit cooked now, and now I'm gonna add some powdered spices. So I'm gonna add here around 1.5 teaspoon of turmeric powder. I'm just using directly my powdered spices. I'm not making it paste or something. So that's gonna work. So 1.5 teaspoon of turmeric powder. This curry is really yummy with roti or bread or chapati or paratha. Oh my god, this is one of the best. I'm adding here around 1 teaspoon or a little bit more than like 1.5 teaspoon of chili powder. This vegetable curry not going to be too spicy. So 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, roasted cumin powder, a little bit more, like 1.5. I think every spice you're going to use like 1.5 teaspoon, not more than that. But chili, it depends. If you don't like too spicy, then add just 1 teaspoon. And 1.5 teaspoon of coriander powder. So 4 basic spice: turmeric, chili, cumin, and coriander. And all of them are like 1.5 teaspoon. And now I'm gonna fry my spices together for another 2 to 3 minutes. In that case, I can add a little bit of water not to burn my spices. That's what I'm gonna do. So I've been frying my spices nearly 2-3 minutes, and you can see the oil came up. And at this point, I'm gonna add around 1 teaspoon of or 1.5 teaspoon of sugar. When you are making something with cabbage, just add a little bit of sugar. Trust me, this sugar gonna bring all the sweetness from the cabbage. And trust me, cabbage dishes need to be a little bit sweetened. If you think like this, that sounds weird, but just try it one time and you're gonna love it. So now I'm gonna fry my spice for another 1 minute, and I already added salt here. So my spices is ready and I can see the oil on top. It's actually the raw flavor is gone from my spices because I have been frying my spices nearly 2 minutes. And now I'm gonna add my cabbage pieces. When you are making this kind of dish, don't cut your cabbage to small pieces. Just cut them like roughly big chunky pieces, because when you're gonna eat it with roti or chapati, that cabbage gonna be a little bit like chunky pieces, and that tastes so amazing with the roti. You're just gonna take one chunk of cabbage and one soya. It's just wonderful. So I'm just telling you, just cut them like a little bit big and chunky pieces. And now I'm gonna cover all my cabbages with the spices together. So my cabbages are mixed up properly with the spices, and now I'm going to cover my pot and I'm going to cook my cabbage at least 5 to 6 minutes. In that case, you can add a little bit of water and then you can cover it, but very little water. So after around 6 minutes of cooking, my cabbages, actually I can see it's 50% done, because cabbage don't take too long, but this is chunky pieces, so maybe that's going to take a little bit longer than normal cabbage. But now I'm gonna cover it and I'm gonna cook it for another 2 minutes. And that's the soya chunk. You already know that came in a packet which is very hard, like a stone. But what I done, I just put some boiling water and I kept it in a bowl for 10-15 minutes, and that's gonna be like that kind of sponge and soft very quickly. So you can boil, or what I do, I chose the easiest way to do it. I just put it in a bowl and then I added like around 4 or 5 cup of boiling water, like super boiling water from the kettle, and then I kept it like maybe 15 minutes and that came out just like that. And then I drained the water and I pressed a little bit to take all the water from it, because if your soya is really watery, your final curry gonna be really bland. So you have to take out all the water. You can press it with potato presser or any kind of other bowl. So my soya chunk is ready. It's quite dry now. And this is the time I'm gonna add my soya here, because I'm gonna cook my soya with this cabbage and with the spices for at least 10 minutes. Otherwise your soya gonna be really bland inside. So you have to give a little bit of time to absorb all the flavor and all the juices or gravy from your curry. So some people just add the soya and then stop cooking, and in that case the curry came out like really bland. But the process is you have to cook your soya a little bit with the spices. In that case, you're gonna get like most of the flavor from it. So as I said, my soya is quite soft and I drained it and I pressed it, so all the water is gone from it. But still, you can't take all the water anyway, because this is kind of like a sponge, so they still have some water, but that's fine. So now I'm gonna cover my soya with the cabbage and with the spices and mixed up properly. Oh, this curry is so good. This is so perfect for vegetarian people. Like if you are vegetarian and still you want something yummy and spicy, oh, that's one dish for you. And it's so healthy because everything is so healthy here. Cabbage, vegetables, spices, turmeric, the soya. Oh my god, it's so good. My soya is perfectly covered with the spices, and now I'm gonna cover it and I'm gonna cook it for at least 5 to 6 minutes. So after 5 minutes of cooking, I can see that soya actually released some of soya's own water, and at the same time I need this curry a little bit of gravy because it's not going to be too dry curry. You can keep actually dry, that's also fine. Yeah, that's another kind of like dry soya or cabbage curry, but my one going to be a little bit of gravy. So in that case I can like soak my bread, or I can soak my any kind of roti in it, and then I can enjoy it. So it's totally up to you how you want to eat your curry. But I added here around 1 cup of boiling water. So I don't want too much of gravy though. It's just gonna be like medium gravy curry. So I added 1 cup of boiling water, and now I'm gonna cover my pot and I'm gonna cook it for another 5 to 6 minutes. In that case, soya gonna take all the flavor, all the juices, all the saltiness and everything. So after another 6 minutes of cooking, my curry actually done. It's actually done. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add here some 2 kind of other spices, which is 1 teaspoon of garam masala powder and half teaspoon of black pepper powder. So garam masala, which I made earlier, which is a mixture of cardamom, clove, bay leaf and cinnamon, and I just toast it roast it in a dry pan, and I just grind it. So which is 1 teaspoon of garam masala powder. You can add shop bought one, no problem at all, and half teaspoon of black pepper powder. And that gonna give like really good meaty taste in your final curry, and so yummy. So I'm gonna add these 2 spices exactly at the end. So now my hob is switched off actually, and after adding this spice mixture, now I'm gonna mix it and I'm gonna cover my pot for 1 minute, and that's it, done. After adding this garam masala and black pepper powder, you don't need to cook your curry at all. In that case, it's gonna kill all the spices from it, and we want the raw garam masala powder. So that's like amazing flavor, amazing. So you can see I'm just mixing everything together to spread the flavor everywhere in my pot, and my hob is switched off actually, it's cooked. And now I'm gonna cover it for 1 minute, and after that I'm gonna serve my curry. That's it. So here you go guys, this is my roti special soya cabbage curry is ready for you. And as you notice, that was really simple to make. If you know how to make curry, that was some basic spices, and trust me, it's just amazing. And if you are trying to make your lifestyle a little bit healthy, and you want to try a little bit like really reduce your weight, this is perfect. And you noticed how I served it. I made some semolina halwa, I made some potato bhaji, and at the same time I served it with roti, cucumber, and this is one of the best curry for any kind of like roti meal. So I hope you're gonna like this recipe, you're gonna make it and enjoy with your whole family. And don't forget to like and subscribe my channel, and follow my recipes and share my recipes with your friends, family and neighbors. And this is one of the dish I bet you're gonna like it. So here you go, enjoy the recipe and cook it and enjoy it. So take care, bye bye, tada.